Hi friends, I'm Jessica. I'm a board-certified pediatric nurse practitioner and a first-time mom. Here in Florida, the sun is basically an aggressive roommate that never pays rent. There's heat advisories, left and right. You go outside and the second you're out there, you're completely burnt. 2 minutes later, it'll start raining, but that's besides the point. Today we're going to talk about sun protection for kids, whether you're from Florida or all the way to Alaska. We're going to tackle different age groups, from babies, toddlers, big kids, and even teenagers who think they're invisible. I'm also going to add some recommendations from the American Academy of Pediatrics from the description below. Let's get to it. So why does sun protection matter? Here's the deal. Kids' skin is thinner and absorbs more UV radiation than ours. It's basically sun-sensitive in HD. Sun exposure without protection can increase the risk for sun damage and the potential for long-term skin cancer development. Plus, UV damage stacks over time, so the more you slather on sunscreen or pop on a hat, you're protecting their 30-year-old future selves. So what counts as sun protection? Sunscreen isn't the only line of defense. Think of sun safety as a protection package. Number 1, UPF clothing. It's like SPF for clothes. Number 2, wide-brimmed hats for full protection. Number 3, sunglasses. And yes, toddlers can rock these too. I'm not going to throw that away because that's expensive. And number 4, shade between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is peak UV time. So what is SPF? SPF. That's not closing. SPF is sun protection factor. So SPF 30 means it takes 30 times longer for you to get burnt compared to no protection. For kids, stick to SPF 30 to 50. And don't let SPF 100 fool you. You still have to keep reapplying. So how about UVA versus UVB? What's the difference and what are they really causing? UVA, or ultraviolet A radiation, equals aging rays. So think A as aging. These dive into the skin and causes wrinkles and sunspots. They're sneaky, getting through clouds and even car windows. UVB, or ultraviolet B radiation, equals burning rays. So think B as burning rays. These hit the surface and causes sunburns. The strongest is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So the recommendation is to look for broad spectrum sunscreen because it protects from both UVA and UVB. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty of things by dividing the age groups by babies under 6 months and then babies over 6 months, toddlers, school-age kids, and teenagers. For babies under 6 months, the rule is to avoid sunscreen unless absolutely necessary. This is recommended because we want to avoid direct sunlight as much as possible. Stick to shade, lightweight long sleeves, hats, and stroller sun covers. If there's really no way to avoid the sun, you can apply a tiny amount of mineral sunscreen on sun-exposed areas like their hands or their cheeks. Once your little one turns 6 months old, it's sunscreen time. Number 1, use broad-spectrum, water-resistant SPF 30 to 50. Number 2, choose mineral-based. This is gentler for sensitive skin. Number 3, apply 15 to 30 minutes before sun exposure. Number 4, reapply every 2 hours or after swimming or sweating. And number 5, don't miss certain spots like the ears, the neck, behind the knees, and the tops of the feet. So now we're going to talk about tips to encourage sun protection because kids plus sunscreen equals wrestling match. Number 1, make it fun. It's all about the words that you use. You can tell them to paint themselves first on the face or on the body, or you paint together and make it fun that way. And then you can just fill in the gaps that they miss. For teenagers, you can tell them a skincare routine or a glow-up routine so they actually try to do it. Number 2, do it together. Apply the sunscreen on yourself too and model that habit. Number 3, add music. Create a sunscreen dance routine. Hear this.
Rub sunscreen on your right arm, now rub some on your left. Now rub some on your shoulders and hope you don't forget. Make sure you use
It's a bop.
when you're out.
You gotta add it to the routine to get them to do it. Number 4, try sticks for faces. This is less drippy and sticky for the toddlers. In this next section, we're gonna talk about types of sunscreens and how to apply it. We're gonna talk about lotions, sprays, and sticks. For applying sunscreen lotion, the pros are that it is best for full coverage. It is also easier to see where you've applied it. The con is that it takes longer to rub in. How to apply lotion is you basically put it on the area and lather. Like I said earlier, you can have your toddler or kids do it first and then you can fill in the spots, just like so. Next is the sunscreen spray. The pros for these is that it is convenient for wiggly kids and it is great for hard to reach areas. The con is that it is harder to apply it evenly and there is a risk of inhalation. How do you apply sunscreen spray? So you basically spray close to the skin and rub it in after. Never spray directly on the face and spray on the hands first, then apply. So lastly is the sunscreen stick. The pros for this is that it is perfect for faces, ears, and hands. It is also portable and mess-free. One of the biggest cons is that it is not ideal for large areas. How to apply this will basically be swiping it generously and blending it with fingers, just like so. So what do you do when your child actually develops a sunburn from being outside? Biggest rule of thumb is that if your baby is less than 1 year old, you need to call the doctor right away and probably make an appointment. If they're more than 1 year old and they're having blistering, pain, or fevers, then that means you might probably have to call as well. Or if it's just mild, then you can monitor at home. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, they recommend 5 ways to soothe a sunburn. Number 1, replace possible lost fluids. So give them fluids. Water would be the best. Number 2, in that affected area, you can put some cool water to let it soothe the pain. Number 3, some pain relievers. Tylenol for less than 6 months. 6 months and older, you can give Tylenol or ibuprofen, but definitely double check with your primary care provider before doing so. Number 4, only use medicated lotions if it's approved by your primary care provider. And number 5, keep that area covered or keep them out of the sun until that sunburn is fully healed. So there's that. These are all the sun protection tips and tricks that I can give to you as a parent and as a primary care provider. So let's recap. Number 1, babies under 6 months, shade over sunscreen. Kids over 6 months, try to use SPF 30 to 50, although SPF 15 is perfectly fine too. Any protection is better than no protection. Try to use mineral-based sunscreen and also make sure that you're reapplying every 2 hours. For types of sunscreen, lotion is best for full body, sticks is for the faces, and spray is convenient, but make sure you rub it in. Avoid oxybenzone, octinoxate, as well as any fragrances in your sunscreen. Also, make sure that you're applying sunscreen even if it's cloudy outside. There are still UV rays that gets through those clouds and can still affect your skin. So, apply some sunscreen. And remember, you're not just preventing burns, you're also protecting their future skin health. If this video helped, then I did my job. Don't forget to give it a like or hit subscribe. And also look at the recommendations from the American Academy of Pediatrics in the description below. So here's a question for you. What's your sunscreen hack with kids? Do you like lotions, sticks, or sprays, or do you use all 3? Comment down below. I would love to hear your tips. Thanks again for watching. Stay sun safe out there.